Ugh. You know what I really hate? Vampire Knight. Now, I know what a lot of you are probably saying, like, "Oh, John, Vampire Knight, it's not that bad." It's pretty bad. For those of you who haven't seen Vampire Knight, don't, don't, no, just don't. But um, the thing about Vampire Knight is that I made a video about it before, and I didn't really go into details with why I really hated Vampire Knight. I made like a whole video on how to watch it, which is literally to just not. But I didn't really go into detail with what I thought about it. And so, yeah, this is why I hate Vampire Knight. First of all, the story. The story is all over the place. It's like freaking Amazing Spider-Man 2 storyline, but like in anime form. It's all over the place. Like like they'll be talking about characters you haven't seen yet, or like stuff that you have seen but millions of times all you've already seen it 50 million times already. Like it's all over the place. Like there there have been like 3 or 4 times that Yuki has this, who is the main character by the way, who has decided to um talk about that one time in the beginning of the first episode where she got attacked by a vampire. She talks about that time all the time. For like 3 or 4 times she talks about it, and it gets annoying. The second problem is the characters. And do I hate these characters? These are really bad characters. I don't like any of them. Um, First off, Yuki. Yuki. Yuki! She is. She's not a good character. She's the main character as well. And she is the worst female protagonist I have ever seen in any anime ever. She. She. She's useless. She does nothing. She can't fight. She's stupid as hell. What else? What else? Oh yeah, and by the end of the series, she becomes a bitch. A bitch. Yeah, yeah. I don't like her at all. I really hope that Yuki dies. I want her to just freaking take a gun and to just take a gun. No. To just take a gun and shoot herself in the face. I don't want Yuki to live. Everyone else is just either an asshole or just a really dumb prostitute. Well, not prostitute, they're just kind of there and they're dumb. The only person I have to say who is actually kind of cool is Yuki's dad, Kyan Cross. He's literally the only cool character in there. And I mean, I get that some characters have their moments every once in a while, but like, Kyan Cross is just a lot better. First off, he looks like a guy version of Hanji from Attack on Titan, so I guess that's cool. But also he progresses through the anime. He becomes more than just some stupid headmaster who's like like scrawny and weak and stuff. He's not scrawny and weak. He's the best vampire. He's the best vampire hunter in the world, and he proves it by literally sweeping, just cutting up through just endless hordes of vampires near the end of season 2. And I thought that was really cool. However, I didn't think it was cool that I didn't get to see the fight. But I did think it was really cool how he became like this bigger, cooler person, a more stronger, more reliable person near the end. I just wish he could have been more stronger and more reliable in the beginning of the anime. You know? um Third reason. The fight scenes. The fight scenes are the worst fight scenes I've ever seen. I mean, they feel more like, oh, it feels like those old fashioned, like, those old fashioned freaking turn based RPG kind of games. Oh, I hit you. It caused 5 damage. I'm gonna sit here while you're gonna hit me for another 5 damage. Oh, this is so orgasmic. No, no. At least some turn-based RPGs are okay. Like Final Fantasy is cool and all, and like you know, freaking Undertale's cool and all, but like, Vampire Knight is not a turn-based RPG. It's an anime, and when I watch an anime, I expect to see cool results, but I just didn't get it here. Overall, overall, Vampire Knight is not worth your time or patience. It is not for anybody, in fact. It is terrible. It is cancer. It's a cancer to society. And I get that people tried hard on it, but like it's just bad. To me, it's bad. And I know that some people like it and all. I understand that some people like it, and I don't judge them. The anime does have good qualities. Like the weapons, for instance. The weapons are detailed and cool looking and somewhat original looking. Like Zero's gun has like this chain, and it has like little engravings that spell out bloody rose on it, and it's cool. And Yuki's weapon, Artemis, it's got like these cool little engravings on it, and like these cool little patterns and stuff, and it's really cool looking. And then when it turns into a scythe, it just looks so awesome. But however, she doesn't use it that often. Oh yeah, um, I already explained that Yuki can't fight, right? Yuki is in a lot of these fight scenes, by the way. That's one thing I forgot to mention. Yuki is a really bad fighter, and let me tell you why. Well, let me tell you why this is really a problem with Yuki. Yuki is a guardian who basically it's her job to protect people from vampires. How can you protect people from vampires if you can't fight? It is agonizing to see her and just to see her drop her weapon in mid combat. Like say you're playing a video game like Dragon's Dogma, and all of a sudden you just drop your weapon for no reason. Or say you're watching something like NCIS and they're about to shoot the bad guy, but Gibbs decides, you know what, I can't do this. Just drops the weapon and just walks off, and then gets shot in the head later on. No, that would be terrible. No one will watch it. So why the hell are people watching this? I can't talk about this too much. I can't I can't talk about this too much, or else I will get a headache. I Don't get me wrong, guys. I really wanted to like Vampire Knight, but I can't. I can't with how it is. I mean, I don't know anything about the manga. I mean, I heard it was okay, but that's just what I've heard. I don't exactly believe it. But the thing is, it really scarred me. Vampire Knight scarred me, and I couldn't, after watching it, I couldn't watch another anime. I and I just like stopped watching anime for a while, and then I don't know. I watched this one video on YouTube about stuff, and then like some of the and then like in the description they mentioned an anime called Gurren Lagann, and at the time I didn't know what Gurren Lagann was, so I told my friend James about it, and he was like, "Oh man, Gurren Lagann's the best anime ever. You gotta watch it, man." And I'm just like, "Okay, fine." And after watching Gurren Lagann, I was just so amazed by how amazing it was. Like the characters are likable, the fight scenes are the best I've ever seen, and the story's pretty solid. Literally, Gurren Lagann is the anti Vampire Knight, and thank God it is. So in conclusion, don't watch Vampire Knight. I get that some people like it, but it's not worth it. Anyways, that's just Vampire Knight. That's why I hate Vampire Knight. There's just overall there's so many problems with it. But yeah. Also, before I end the video, I just wanted to make a quick note that I did turn 18 yesterday on April 30th. And so yeah, I'm 18 now. I'm allowed to vote. However, I don't have much really I don't really like the candidates for the presidency at this point. But whatever. If it was my opinion, I would want Samuel Jackson as my president. Just because he's kind of funny. I don't know. He looks like the president. He would be a president if he had the choice to be. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.